surface of the Earth, where G is 9.8. G decreases as you go up, but they don't have any other data beyond that to come up to do this solution. So they get a speed of almost 8,000 meters per second, and that is the orbital speed roughly for things in orbit around the Earth that are close to the Earth. So it works out to be very similar to the other solutions. Now, their other question was to find out how long it would take to go around. But then that's just like the swing question for the theory. Take the distances around the Earth and divide it by that speed. And so they got around 5,000 seconds, which is correct. So around 5,000 seconds divided by 60 to get it into minutes, 80-something minutes. And that is the time it takes to go around. That's why astronauts on the space station experience like many sunrises throughout the day because they're orbiting frequently. So that's all we have time for today. I'll make another post. The stuff with the pivot is really important, and so I'm thinking I'm going to give one more opportunity for people to, like, I'm going to go through it and give a grade on completion. But I want to grade it, and I want to have everything that we've worked through and discussed together, because it's a really important skill, and it's hard to find opportunities to practice it. The textbook doesn't emphasize it, but the IAs do, so we need to have it clear. So I think I'll have a couple of questions from the textbook that are like these, but probably easier. These are a bit tougher, and then but mostly focusing on the pivot thing, getting it all complete. Okay. Have a great day. Stick around if you have a question.
Thanks, Rick. Everyone.
See you later.
Well, that is fantastic, and I'm very proud of you, Terry. Thanks, Tom. All right, my daughter, Tabby. Hi, where are we? Okay, 13 people out of my 21. I'd like to give a couple more minutes. Hey, Joan, remember to make sure that you complete your daily check-in activity. A lot of you have, and whoever has already up to the 5 minutes before I got onto the classroom. I already counted you guys, but again, make sure that you, sorry, I know you're not Block 4A, but I also remind Block 4A, my advisory class, to do the daily check-in. Also, before I do forget, because I've been telling every one of my classes, and I intend to do V-Day as well, remember that regardless of whether it is a synchronous day or an asynchronous day, you still have to do the daily check-in activity because I still have to count attendance for you regardless. So just be aware of that. Synchronous, asynchronous, I have to try to send reminders. Remember official attendance and all that. All right, any questions on anything up to what we're going to get started on now? Any questions on the daily video activity from AP College Board? Any questions on the first major grade FRQ topic that have to do with scarcity? Because I have already added the assignments to my gradebook, and I'm going to be inputting the grades today. So anybody have any questions or any problems that they wanted to let me know about? Before I get started, again, I only have 15 out of my 21 so far. No questions, no problems, everything pretty straightforward? All right. Additionally, please do not freak out if you see a lot of postings. I got the Khan Academy postings updated all the way up to what we're going to be working on, the topic of demand. We're doing comparative advantage in trade, module 4, and demand, module 5. And so all of that is there as resources for you. If you need any extra help on a certain topic or vocabulary word or concept or even summarizing the whole topic, which there is there as well in Khan Academy. I am going to also be adding some from Jacob Clifford so that you have two different resources to go to. Some people prefer different ways of listening to things, and there's no one right way to learn this stuff. So I like to give you resources beyond myself and on PowerPoint. And also, as I was telling a couple of messages before everybody else came in, I also did a Word document for Module 4, Trade and Comparative Advantage, and Module 5, Demand, so that you are organized and structured, and you can write the notes, and it'll help you remember it a lot easier, and you have it at your fingertips. Or you can print it out, or you can do it on your computer and have it digital. Alright, AP College Board has 3 more daily videos. I believe they're due Tuesday, and just be aware, FYI, I'm going to be adding 3 more for 1.5, and those will be due at the end of 3-day asynchronous. I'm trying to make it so that we get done with Unit 1, hopefully by Monday, because that's B-Day, A-Day is synchronous on Friday. But I want to assign the PPCs this weekend. The first PPC Unit 1, multiple choice questions and 3 response questions, okay? Just so that you know. I do have the daily classroom video for this particular 2 videos for Block 1A, and I uploaded it, so I'm not going to record this class, okay? Any questions? No one's 15. People? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Because I want to make sure that we get everything that we need to done. And again, this is not going to take the entire block. So let me go ahead and start presenting Module 4 first. And again, I will be adding some Jacob Clifford videos as well. I just haven't got them as finished as I did the Khan Academy. So, okay, not there, of course. Module 4. Yes. It worked perfectly this morning, I promise. Actually, much better technologically than last week. I mean, I might have to do it this way. I present. It's not that either way I will take it and go on. Module 4. Sent. Yes. Just situations or people have different opportunity costs, and there is the opportunity to gain from trade. So here we have figure 4.1, and there are the production possibilities for two castaways, Tom and Hank. This figure 4.1 is Tom's production possibilities by himself. So as you can see, if you're looking along the curve, if Tom climbs the palm trees and gets 9 coconuts, he's capable of fishing and getting 28 fish. But again, remember the way this works. If, however, he goes and gets 30 coconuts, he's going to not be able to have time to fish, so he'll have 0 fish. And vice versa, if he just goes fishing, he can get 20 fish, but he doesn't have time to collect coconuts, so it'll be 0 coconuts. So Tom's consumption without trade, what he's able to get and eat himself, are 28 fish and 9 coconuts. Then you have Hank. Hank's production possibilities by himself. Hank, on the other hand, if he gets 8 coconuts, has time to get 6 fish. Again, if he just goes fishing, he can only catch 10 fish, much less a Tom. However, he's able to get 20 coconuts if he just goes and gets coconuts and no fish. So Hank's consumption without trade is 6 fish and 8 coconuts. So we're losing at Tom's and Hank's individual opportunity costs. Tom's opportunity cost. For every 1 fish that Tom gets, he is able to harvest 3/4 of a coconut. Hank, on the other hand, for every 1 fish he catches, he's able to harvest 2 coconuts. On the other hand, Tom's opportunity cost for coconut, every coconut that Tom gets, he's able to get 4/3 of a fish. And Hank, on the other hand, if he gets the coconut, he can only get half the fish.
Vámonos.
It'll make a lot more sense later. So both castaways are better off when they each specialize in what they're good at and trade. So obviously, as we can see, I believe it's Tom who's better at the coconuts and Hank who's better at the fish.
Oh, you got 2
Tom
Bambi?
who's better at the fish and Hank who's better at gathering the coconuts, right? So they should utilize the time more efficiently in what they're better at doing. So if we look at these 2 graphs,
Alright.
you can see what Tom's consumption without trade again was 28 fish, 9 coconuts, and with trade, trading with Hank, he now can get 30 fish and 10 coconuts, which is a more to consume. Hank, on the other hand, without trade, is only able to get 8 coconuts and 6 fish. But if he trades with Tom and Hank gets the coconuts and Tom gets the fish, then Hank can get up to 10 fish and 10 coconuts. So both of them have improved their lot in how much they're consuming. Right. So the key to know here, an individual has a comparative advantage in producing a good or service if the opportunity cost of producing the good is lower for that individual than for other people. So the comparative advantage again is Tom with the fish, and Hank has the comparative advantage of the coconut. Now, an individual has an absolute advantage in an activity if he or she can do it better than other people. everything in our own country, it's not really economically wise for us to do that. So again, the U.S. production possibilities frontier, if you look at the fact that we, of course, are the ones that are sending the pork to Canada. Without trade, we can produce 1 million tons of pork and 1,000 aircraft. With trade, we can have 2 million tons of pork and 1,500 aircraft. So we gain 500 aircraft with trade with Canada. Canada, vice versa, without trade, they could make 2,000 aircraft, but they are only capable of producing half a million tons of pork. Trading with the U.S., while it goes down as far as 1,500 aircraft, they lost 5,500 aircraft. They produce double, or they get double the pork that they would have gotten if they were just working by themselves. So again, both parties benefit from trading with each other. So a higher standard of living comes from specialization and trade, and thus globalization is ultimately a benefit for all nations economically. Comparative advantage explains the source of gains from trade between individuals and countries. Everyone has a comparative advantage in some things. Absolute advantage, again, is the ability to produce a particular good or service better than anyone else. Okay. Any questions on module 4? I'm going to stop presenting that. And I'm going to go ahead and start presenting module 4. I noticed that. One way or the other, it will work. Okay. And now, module 5. Okay. Let's do the other side, other screen. I find like having more than one screen. Okay. Alright, so everybody should be able to see the second PowerPoint, which starts with module 5. Yes? Okay. So let's see. Today, it's so much better than last week when I was going crazy with the technology. No, don't. Uh-oh. It's just I just think to myself, I know you guys can see it there though, but I'm not able to. Okay. Beginning. There we go. Excellent. Alright, so here we have module 5, and we're starting with demand. There's 4 more modules here: supply, demand, supply, and government involvement. We're not going to use those things. So we're just going to work on module 5, demand. Okay. Right. Oh, never mind. It's just turn on. Did it turn on? Yeah, it's good. Oh, okay. Thank you, John. All right. So 5 key elements to supply and demand. And we're really going to get started today with demand. But one is the demand curve, the supply curve, factors that cause curves to shift. Remember the word shift. Market equilibrium, and how market equilibrium changes when supply or demand curves shift. And again, remember the word shift. So you have Calvin and Hobbes. $15 a glass? That's right. Want some? How do you justify charging $15? Supply and demand. Where's the demand? I don't see any demand. There's lots of demand. Okay, there's your supply and demand, and this always works, just like my technology. Okay. And there is the different quantities of goods. The consumers are willing and able to buy at different prices. And they have to be willing, and of course you do have to be able. Let's listen to this. So for example, because Bill Gates is able to buy a Ferrari, but if he isn't willing to, then he has no demand for one. The law of demand states that there is an inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded. As price goes up, the quantity demanded will drop. And as price drops, demand rises. Which is why we lost all our Kmart's in Texas and why they are building dollar stores everywhere as we speak. So, again, as price falls, quantity demanded rises. And as price rises, quantity demanded falls. So the law of demand is the result of three separate behavior patterns that overlap. The substitution effect, the income effect, and the law of diminishing marginal utility. So the substitution effect, Coke versus Pepsi. If the price goes up for a product, consumers buy less of that product and more of another substitute product and vice versa. What I really like, what's easier for me to imagine is you go and you want to buy Kellogg's cornflakes or some Kellogg's cereal product, but they've gone up in price and they're too expensive. So instead you get the Hill Country Fair version. Because it's going to be less expensive and it's more generic. All right, there's your substitution effect. The income effect. If the price goes down for a product, the purchasing power increases for consumers, allowing them to purchase more. And then you have the law of diminishing marginal utility. Utility equals satisfaction, just like marginal equals additional. So the law of diminishing marginal utility states that as you consume more units of any good, the additional satisfaction from each additional unit will eventually start to decrease. The idea of that is really get another very I'm the thing, and the answer usually for me is yes, but everybody's different. Or the idea of you are super hungry and you start on a sandwich. The first bite is amazing because you're starving. If you eat another sandwich, you go to 2, and the last bite of the second sandwich, you're stuffed, and it's definitely not as satisfying. In other words, the more you buy of any good, the less satisfaction you get from each new unit of that good. So the law of diminishing marginal utility. Another goal is profit across the trigger box. The second goal is always the best. The pleasure of my first goal is diminished by the anticipation of future goals. And by the end of my third goal, I usually feel safe. Maybe you shouldn't use chocolate milk. I tried cola, but the bubbles went up my nose. Then we're talking about Disneyland Resort. The Disneyland pricing strategy is another example of marginal utility, or the law of diminishing demand. So if they look at the theme park tickets, whether they're for ages 3 to 9 or ages 10 plus, on the first day, they're going to be a certain price, $87 for the younger children, $97 for 10 all the way to adults. But if you keep looking at each subsequent day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, all the way to 6th day, if you multiply 87 times 6, there is no way that $184 for going to the Disneyland park, theme park for 6 full days is going to be the same price. So Disney understands that the longer you're there, the less, joy, satisfaction, you start getting tired of being there, you're ready to go home. So they're going to try to draw you in to pay more money for more days, because as you get more days, it's going to be relatively a lot cheaper compared to the beginning. And as you can see, there's the first day, not applicable, change. The second day, the price went up $54 to say 2 days. The third day, it only went adds up $33. The fourth day, $15. The fifth day, $10. And day 6, you only had to pay another $5 if you wanted to stay 6 days rather than 5 days. So again, law of diminishing demand, an example of marginal utility. A demand curve is a graphical representation of a demand schedule or table. The demand curve is downward sloping, showing the inverse relationship between price always on the y-axis and quantity demanded always on the x-axis. When reading a demand curve, assume all outside factors such as income, weather, etc. are held constant or equal. Ceteris paribus. Remember we talked last week about the fact that you're only looking at the information on the graph itself. Do not assume anything outside of it. Everything is equal. But if you do, you're going to trip yourself up with information you already know about the real world, and it's not going to matter for that graph. Let's start. So graphing demand for Calvin cereal, the price of the cereal, right? So is at $5 for each box of cereal, there's a big 10 box. If the price of cereal goes down to $4, say 20 boxes of cereal are purchased. If the price goes to $3, 30, $2, 30 box 50, and then $1, 80. And so again, the demand schedule is that the price here is something in, the less product is going to be purchased. The less expensive it gets, the more demand there is. There's your inverse law of inverse. That's the other one. Anyway, the inverse demand. So the keys to graphic demand. 1, the slope of the curve is always down and to the right. There's your demand curve. And you can see at the end where it's $1 and the quantity of cereal is 80, the word demand is there. Right? So down and to the right, the slope. A change in demand at the same price requires a shift. But a change in demand due to a change in price is shown as a movement along the curve. Understand the difference between the word shift and the word movement. If you see the slide we had before, there is a movement along the actual curve itself based on the price being lowered and as a result demand going up. The demand versus quantity demand. A change in the quantity demand is a movement from one point to another on the demand curve due to price. A change in demand itself is a shift of the entire curve due to the acronym MERIT, merit factors. And there are 5 different factors. Now, demand will shift if there is merit. 1, market size either increases or decreases. 2, expectations. And this is just expectations. It's not even based on reality, just what consumers expect. 3, related prices. And by the way, that's complements, and I thought I had caught it. That should be an E, not an I. Complement / substitute. 4, income. Did income go up? Did income come down? So you have normal and inferior. And last but not least, 5, taste. The taste of the public, which changes all the time. 5. Can anyone explain supply and demand? Johnny, you seem like the only one with his hand up. When demand is high and supply is low, prices go up. And teacher's like, well, how about an example? Okay, my first answer was free, this one's going to cost. So again, there's more demand, price is going to go up. If you look at this particular slide, you can see that the original demand curve is D1 and D for demand. If there's an increase in demand, then the quantity is going to go up a little bit, and you can see the increase, the arrow is going to the right, and the shift in an increase in demand goes to the right, and that's demand curve 2. If, however, there's a decrease in demand, then the arrow shifts to the left, and so does the demand curve 3. So the shift is the original curve becoming another curve, and you show the increase in demand, or the original curve becoming another curve showing the decrease in demand. And you must label it all, D1, D2, D3, and in any graph that you're going to be labeling, you also need to show the arrows which way everything is going. Is it increasing to the right, the shift, or is it decreasing to the left? All right, so here we have a graph that shows the price of coffee beans per pound and the quantity of coffee beans in billions per pound. Again, as you can see, as the price rises, the quantity demanded falls. The demand curve peaks. Now, a merit factor has caused a shift in the demand curve. Note it is to the right, reflecting that there is an increased demand. So the demand curve in 2002 for coffee beans versus the demand curve in 2006 when there is an increased demand for coffee beans. And as you can see, the price, depending on what the price is, the higher the price, the lower the quantity, the lower the price, the quantity goes up, all right? And again, an increase in demand would mean a shift to the left if there was a decrease, and that shift curve would be called D3. Any questions so far? All right, so a shift of the demand curve where point A goes to point C and you have demand curve 1 and demand curve 2 is not the same thing as a movement along the demand curve. As you can see, point A, where the price of coffee beans was $1.50 and they bought about 8 million, and when it went down to $1, and then they bought about 10 billion pounds of coffee beans. So again, a shift is very different from a movement. Now here we have 3 different demand curves. 2 belong to individuals. One is Darla's individual demand curve. And when coffee is at $2 a pound, Darla will buy 20 pounds of coffee beans. When it's $1 a pound, Darla will buy 30 pounds of coffee beans. Dino, on the other hand, in his individual demand curve, if it's $2 a pound, he buys 10 pounds. If it's $1 a pound, he buys 20 pounds of coffee. The market demand curve C is the sum of all the individual demand curves of all consumers. Well, here, the only 2 consumers are Darla and Dino. So at $2, adding up Darla and Dino buying 20 for Darla and 10 for Dino, $2, 30 pounds of coffee beans are purchased. At $1, Darla buys 30 pounds and Dino buys 20. So at $1, the market is going to sell 50 pounds of coffee beans. Again, the market demand curve, sum of all the individual demand curves of all consumers. Here, there's only 2. So how to get the market demand? Add the demand of each consumer at the market equilibrium point of each consumer. So you have Billy, and you have Jean, and then you have a bunch of other individuals. And when the price of whatever this is $5, Billy will buy 1, Jean will buy any, but other individuals in the market will buy 9. At $4, Billy buys 2, Jean buys 1, and other individuals in the market buy 7. At $3, Billy buys 3, Jean buys 2, other individuals buy 25. At $2, 5, 3, and 42, and at $1, Billy buys 7, Jean buys 5, and all the other individual consumers in the market buy 68. So when you get done with that, the market, you're pretty much adding just across the board based on the price at the time and how much quantity is demanded based on that price. And as you can see, price is high, demand is low, price goes down, demand goes up. And at $3, you can see how that works. $3 plus 2 plus 25 is 30. And these are your different demand curves, the individual ones, and the market demand curves. So the key terms here, a substitute good is once the demand goes up, when the price of another good goes down. Coffee and tea is an example. Coffee gets expensive, people buy more tea, maybe not in India. I prefer the idea of either the potato chips or cereal. You buy name brand cereal or name brand potato chips, but then they go very they're expensive, you might buy the Hill Country their version, and there's a substitute good. Complement goods are ones usually used together, and thus if demand for one falls, then the demand for the other will also fall. The idea of cars and gasoline. If gasoline goes up exorbitantly, then people might start deciding to take the bus, or they'll make a decision for them as to what kind of car do they buy. Do they buy one with a higher gas mileage? Do they buy a hybrid? Do they buy an electric car? That idea. Most goods are normal. Demand increases as income rises, but some are inferior. Demand drops as income rises. For example, buses. As income rises, people then tend to take taxis. Well, as income rises, people aren't going to want to take a bus. They're going to buy a car. That way they don't have to worry about is the bus coming on time, and they have to rely on the bus schedule. And that is it for today. As far as module 5, sorry. Are there any questions at all on either? Let me stop presenting. Are there any questions on either module 4, competitive advantage in trade, or module 5, demand? And you're going to see that the next daily AP College Board daily videos are going to be about demand. So just sort of go hand in hand, help a little bit more of a refresher. Any questions on anything, guys? Because we are actually pretty much done, and you have the rest of the block to work on whatever it is that you need to work on. Any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll be here anyways till 4:06 if you need to come back and talk to me about anything. All right, don't forget to Tilly, you're welcome, and thank you.
watch. Plus, laptop died and I have to go to physics. Watch. Yes, been streaming for like... I told you watch. You should have remembered mine. I've already got a gun. No, I'm just kidding with me, imagine. You wanna watch the whole thing? From the beginning? I fucked up so much. My game didn't save. Huh? What's that noise? Just building the wall, baby. Which one? Are you caught up already? Basically, I made a rock path. I make another house down the path. It's really nice. It was a very nice area, so I'm gonna make a house there. Just because. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, man. I had to kill a Bambi, but I'm so glad you were watching. Just take this lead on. That's useless. I have so much stuff to build. I have so much to do. I just realized I shouldn't be wasting my rocks on the rock path. Dude, yummy. Yummy food. Squirrel. I don't know. I think it's a bunny. Yes. It'll be a badass base. No, they still can. But we have to destroy the things first. No worry, I'll put more spikes. They'll probably get damaged. If they like pile lava, they'll be able to destroy. I hate night. No, because I have to wait till like middle of the night. Because if I sleep now, it's gonna wake me up at like 3 in the morning. I don't know, I'm just assuming. But No, I didn't go to the cave at all. Like my game, I forgot to save my game. How come you didn't remind me? I was going here. I was doing physics. Baby. Damn, you deserve to die. I still don't regret it. There you can. Chainsaw. Yep, need to find it in the cave. I think you can make a hatchet. Can you show how to make a hatchet? No. Oh, God, I destroyed something. I accidentally destroyed something right there. Babe, I was doing babe, everyone's so I told you, right? They're so retarded in math. They're so stupid. How? How did they even learn more, bro? Anyway, in physics, my girl was trying to figure it out, and I wasn't trying. And then I looked up for like an equation I wanted to see if it worked, and it worked. And then he showed it, but before I could do it in the thing, I solved for it, and it was like 5.5, but I got 5.45. So I just need to round it. But he was showing the answers. There was no point in telling. And I actually understand this because it's fucking math. It's not even like, you know. It's a good part of physics. It's the boring part. It's a bunch of definition, like Newton's law. One stick, one rock, and one rope. Bet. One stick, one rock. No, I'm doing it. It's not working. I put rope. Is it a long stick, maybe? Nope. Yeah, that is stick. What do you mean? Wiki how? Oh. Rock. I see it. I already have one. It's right here. See it cut. I don't think it cuts fast. Check it if it's better. Is the plain axe better than the crafted axe? Not plain axe. You take 9 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The other one was 9. I mean, it took down the thickest tree in the game in 13 hits, like you said. In the cave. Yes. And roll with. I'm fucking freezing to death with it. Really? Oh, I thought you were gonna imagine there's an echo. But you can hear my voice here. Why being such a medium beneath me? Let's go take our wood somewhere else. Oh, you wanna see what I made? You're gonna love it. I'll show you right now and get these rocks. What do you need? What do you mean? Oh, it came on. Look. See it? Look. Yeah. There's a holder for everything. Yeah. You don't see the holding heads over there? The heads you hold them. Yeah, that's where you hold the head. Can I pick up the meat? Okay. Good for cancer. I don't know, baby. Can I change it? I think I can change it. I'll change it right now. Okay. I'm trying to get it away from that. Okay. Maybe. pretty sure I can change it. I don't know why I can't do it. That's so loud. Creeper says I sneeze weird. Is that true? Yeah, but then Octavio said it's normal because he's usually like that too. Jackie's like a fucking animal, dude. Do you hear her? She screeches when she's threatened. You heard that, right? You heard that? Exactly. It's cause my earpod has noise cancellation, dude. You don't have your setting on for noise cancellation. You have it up. You always hear all your family. Oh. Well, even if you have, actually when you have your AirPods, you can't hear them. See, she's so fucking loud. Yeah, I know, Buffy. I like that, but I should get them. I like that about them. You can like switch between modes, and you can't hear anything, and you can hear everything. I don't even know how that works. It's crazy. My log is full. Let's go put some logs in. Yeah. What about it? Yeah. That's good. I'm giving them shelter. Yeah, it serves them right because I owe them from killing them. It only makes sense, babe. What the fuck is going on? No, I'm not. For later. Look, a new wall has a What? Are you kidding me? I didn't say to open. I need one more. I cut the door. It's like, listen over here. I made 3. I feel so safe right now. Can you search up how to make a stick bag in the game? Please. Whoa. Yes, it is a thing. So, hello. I only have a deer skin. Deer skin, I don't have any rabbit fur. No. The boars are in the mountains. I'm not gonna find the boar anytime soon. Oh shit, I thought that was built already. Are you a squirrel? What's that? Oh shit. I don't remember, I just remember putting a bunch of stuff together, then it appeared. Yeah. No, it's the whole like life or something like God. We'll find some rabbit for you. Look at some bunnies. Oh no, no, no. Parkour, parkour, parkour. No, yes, yes. I don't like the nighttime. It all expanded. Are you kidding me? Stop, 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 stop it. Like, damn, these guys are terrorizing me, bro. Oh, I'm running out of water. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Yeah? Yeah? Yes? What happened? No, I didn't eat the people. You're dumb than I'm me. You're dumb. You're dumb. You're a dummy. Water. Oh, leave me the fuck. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm trying. Should I go to the ocean? There's no turtles in the ocean though. Be very sad. The boy. Ow, ow. You better not be looking, bro. Man is straight up naked. Oh, that's a man. Oh fuck, they scared the hell out of me. Why gotta be so windy, bro? Best reaction time moment. I need to make some new arrows running out. Huh? Oh, I shot him all. When you shoot it, they turn back into regular arrows. Ow.
Let's see. Which ones I got me?
Satellite! What is this? Oh, can I have them?
No.
What are you saying?
Guys, you got me criminal minds one too.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm gonna go back to family.
Okay. Oh, I need this. Yeah. I need more feathers, are you serious? I gotta brush my bubble game. Sounds so funny. Very gay. Okay, you're right, she's right now. Come on, turtles, come on to me. Tonight you see one, 'cause I'm very blind. Oh, this is a problem. They're usually by the shore. How the fuck are they flying over here? no sharks here. Oh, I'm scared. I hate this. I hate the water. I know. Kind of regret doing this. Seen a turtle. Seen turtles, dude? And a 3D day. What's my eyes burn? Right. Oh, where am I? Yeah. Yes, I am. Never mind. I see all the stuff he's sending me to pre-order and shit, but I don't know. I don't, that girl, where do I pre-order from her? The Last of Us Part 2. Why not? That's what I love, video games. Fine, what, give me ideas. Oh, bunny. Bunny. Stop running so fucking fast, bunny. Oh, I'm a fucking goddess. I saw you in the distance, bitch, relax. Yeah. Yeah, because you say God, so I can say goddess. I got him back, it's okay. I'm a chainsaw ammo. I mean, fuel. No, I just meant gasoline. I don't know why I said ammo. I meant gasoline. I don't know why I said chainsaw ammo. I'm a little retarded. Hey, I got your little girl. I got your little girlfriend right here, bro. Relax, cause I put on clothes. Cause I put on clothes. That's why he was staring at himself. No, he does, but it's like all cold and shit's all wet. No. Make armor. A bonnet. I already put the bonnet. No, that's nasty. Really? Alright, the head, the arm, and the legs. Yeah. I'll find a way. Monkey, monkey, monkey. Actually, let me see. Oh, they're fine. The head, really? Ah, still on fire. Ah. Ah. I can't use that, babe. Oh, what does it make? What is a... No, it's gonna be useless. Can I make a quiver? Oh, that'd be a good thing to make. Where you hold arrows, baby. You're a mini banini, bro. Because in the forest biome, I mean the cold biome, it's really like, you know. Yeah. Yeah, more sticks for me. I need a hog thing, babe. Yeah, the pig. Alright, we're gonna go. We're gonna go. We're gonna go explore. I want you to see just how detailed the island is. What? Stop. Stop making fun of me, babe. There's a cave through here. You see things like this near a cave and like near like a cliff. And this is a cave. Where's he talking? No, I put it a cook. Oh, you don't want to come back, they'll still be there. If not, no, let's get another one. Look. Boom. And turn to a skull. Yeah, I hope you know. There's an actual map. Like, look up the forest map. It's so fucking big. Oh, yeah, I'm going near the water. What? Yeah. So many. I want to fire now. There's a yacht. Didn't see it? It's near the arms line. Yeah, there's a bunch of rope. So there's a picture of one of the bosses on it. Oh, they look dirty. I was like, okay, tower. Fungi. Fungus and coral reef. Oh, there we go. What do you mean, babe? Damn, that fat little kid. So, hang on, let's see. Oh, look at that picture I just looked at. That's playing the music. That's one of the monsters we can find. You'll see right now. Oh, it's right there on the table. Oh, where do you find the monster? After a while, it comes to you if you don't go to the caves. So that's why that's why I'm making a whole house and shit. Because they start attacking you with bosses. They don't come alone anymore like they do. Should I make snowshoes? I made them. I made the snowshoes, dude. I don't have the sprayer. There's a picture of that bear for some reason. Did I destroy it? Where'd the bear go? I made a big turtle ugly. I made a big turtle. Yeah, that's my favorite part of the game. Babe, look away, babe, look away. Oh, it's so pretty, bro. I'm sorry, buddy, I'm so sorry. Oh my. No, my god, look what I'm holding in my hand. Oh, you're so cute, buddy. Should I bring it home with me? Maybe this was happened when it died. Maybe it wanted the pain to stop. Like this is what I want to bring back home. No, they always spawn. No, you can't. They always spawn there, though, baby. Actually, I don't know if you can. No, you can't. It's just part of the game. I know. If I remember right, there should be a cave over here. Yeah, there it is. Oh, it's such a nice land. I built a house here once. Should I go in the cave right now? Or should I bring the sharks home? Then let me do something real quick. Green stands for cave. You know, just so you can color code stuff with it. Oh, that's the moving thing, the log holder, sled. Yes. What if I lose it? Ping, 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 ping. You're alone, babe. Oh, I actually spawned really close to the yacht. You're supposed to mark the caves. That's what pro players do. My house. Oh, you're so beautiful. That looks so badass. I love it. I can dump bodies in there. Oh, I already got air canisters? I bet. Oh, you can use the shield as, you can use it as a shield. Or a sled. Look! You see that? I am, but I'm just saying, look at this. Whoa! Let's go somewhere high and do it. Right here, this is good. Get some momentum going. Yeah, let's go. I got that turtle to have some fun. Alright, whatever. It's easier if it's real purpose now. And now you're getting mad. So when it rains, I'll put it right here. There you go. Alright, let's eat the head as promised. Hey, what's the head doing? Oh. Fine, we're gonna have to eat something else because I think the head. I don't think you can eat the head. What do you wanna eat? Oh my god, I knew you're nasty. Ew, why do I have to? Oh no, the head's right here. Ew. Oh, there, I ate the head. I'm a cannibal now. Pretty sure that was the head. You're such a monster. Your monstrosity to humankind. Oh, you're right. Well, what? Fucking escape. Maybe.
What did you say?
I need your feathers, faggot.
Tell him what? He's here.
What time is it? What time is it? Oh shit! I have to go to work. Oh
It's
my god.
4:12. You have
Yeah.
to shower.
Yeah.